The Maverick Podcast, UG. I'm here in Wandege. I came to check on a friend. My guy Steve of TAF Athleisure. It's one of these great sports. I've been seeing it a lot on Twitter. It's been popping, And I just wanted to, pay my brother a visit, check on the store, see what's good, see what the trends are like for 2024 in sport and comfort. Steve, what's good, my guy? How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm good, Elijah. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Sure thing, man.
Thank you for having me on the Maverick Podcast. Thank you for coming to TAF.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's great to be here because we normally just, the Maverick Podcast, we're all about, showcasing what people have to offer to the market. And I'm passionate about sports.
Yeah, and
sports and comfort is one thing, and I like what you're doing with this amazing space.
Athleisure.
Mm-hmm. So tell us, man, just take us through TAF Athleisure. How did you come up with TAF? What's the story behind TAF?
Yeah. The story behind TAF is was a personal thing. Like, it was a thing about me. It was something I've always had in me. It comes all the way back from living with my grandma for a bit. I was staying with my moms, I stayed with my aunties, and then at a certain point, they took my grandma. So I have to live with my grandma because growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you grow up with people from the 80s and stuff. So I always thought they were on that old-fashioned thing. So I always liked sports. I was a good kid in class. Yeah, I'll give you that. I was leading my class from P1 up P3 or something like that.
Mm.
So everyone thought, the cliche, you're supposed to be a doctor. Back then, sports, music, and all those other things, the non-essentials.
The creative industry.
The creative industry never been respected until lately. People, when they see creatives, doing great things, and so they take me to my grandma's, put me in a school near her a bit, and then I'm leading the class until P3, and then but my mind is on sports. Yeah. Then 1998 World Cup, that's the thing that got me into this. I was too young to understand what was really going on with the sport, but in the years later, maybe around 1999, 2000, and everything just comes to me. The stickers, you had to chew the bubble gum, and then there were those small stickers in it with the footballers and whatever. So I get interest from there. But I always liked sport, and I've always been the little guy that challenges the big dogs or something.
What was your favorite sport growing up?
Football. Football, no brainer. Yeah, football.
Football was big in the 90s. Personally, I couldn't play soccer. Yeah. I was bad with my feet, so I decided to be in goal. I swallowed a lot of goals personally, but then I transitioned slowly, into basketball around the 2000 when I figured that you can use your hands. Yeah. So it was soccer pretty much.
Yeah, soccer. That was everyone's sport, and then I'm leading class, like I told you. Yeah. Then my dad buys me a ball, for leading the class. Before the times, he just used to buy me a piece of cake. They were those big round cakes. So he just used to buy me a piece of cake. But every time I was fast, I used to tell him you need to buy me a ball, blah, 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 blah. But my grandma was so principled. She always wanted me to be in class. I learned a lot from her. I learned a lot from her. She always wanted me in class because, I told you, it was that cliche.
Running into fast forward, how did you get here? The backstory, is sports, school, but then driving this passion for driving comfort, and then comfort in sports. I think also I can pretty much, because we met right around during COVID.
Yeah.
And pretty much people were locked down, and you've always had something nice to share with us. It would be a short, it would be a shot. Because we would always link up for those, link ups. there's always something nice. You always had a unique piece, to show us,
Yeah,
and I feel like around that time,
Yeah.
pretty much that's when like the whole thing had started picking.
Yeah, street corner boy. But I always had that on me. I always had when I went to Chibuli.
Yeah.
If you ask the guys at Chibuli, like, you may not get me by the name Steve. Like, I have like so many different names.
You have a street name.
Yeah, I have I have a little name going on. Like, I always say like it's me. I always say like I have like 10 different monikers or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've always been in that sports hustle. Like, I had a bro, still having, like, he's in the UK, so I used to send like balls and whatever. So I used to bring them from home and then hustle them at school, like stickers, everything. So it's been my thing. Like,
so it was always started from small time hustle.
Street corner boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I feel that.
corner.
So I wanted to understand, like, how do you? Okay, I'm just jumping right into the. Just going right with it. How do you manage your supply? Because, man, that's something I really want to understand. Because a store like this, with the kind of pieces you have, at the pricing you have, I feel like I want to know, like, what's that secret, man? How do you...
$1 million question.
Yeah.
I have so many different sources of my stuff. Yeah, like I told you, I had a bro in the UK, so some things come over from there, and then we just put them in the store direct. Then I have a source in Nairobi. Then the rest is thrift, like most of it, like, cause I'm running the theme around retro. So just to take you into a quick one, one of my slogans, cause for a sports brand you cannot have just a single slogan. Like, one of my slogans, one of the main ones, the marketing slogan is fits for every budget. So now you get me.
I get you.
Yeah, so I'm trying to, it's TAF Athleisure.
Yeah.
Fits for
every budget.
Fits for every budget. Or TAF Athleisure goods for every budget. Yeah, because like you're saying, I have caps, I have shorts, I have everything. Like, just everything sports.
That's catchy, man. Yeah. I feel that. How do you, with trends lately, there's a lot of... every morning we wake up and there's something new on TikTok. I don't know, but how do you keep up with fashion trends? How do you keep up anything favorite that you're looking at? How do you keep up with fashion trends, especially in the sporting world? Things are changing rapidly.
Social media, information intake. You have to be on the phone, like, most of the time. I can't do it right now, but most of the time I'm on my phone. I'm not looking for memes. Okay, they come around. If it's about sports, I'm there. I'm reading it. But social media, you have to be up there, and that also takes you back from my upbringing. No father in the house, like my dad was always there, but was always supportive from out there, but like single parent home. So I didn't grow around in a long time with like I was at the aunties, uncles, but that's at earlier stage. All the way when I was just like a toddler, I couldn't understand a lot of things right now. Back then. So in hindsight, that I was on the TV all the time. I like to go out and play, but I was on TV all the time. So I'm waiting for the sports section on everything. The sports section on CNN, the sports section on DW, because
DW was.
I remember.
DW was the hookup.
DW, CNN, and all those channels. So I'm just waiting for Great World of Sport.
I love those 15-minute pieces, man. They used to be long, and at least they would be engaging. They were like those 1-minute documentaries. Those were cool. Those were cool to watch.
The ad with Thierry Henry, Roger Federer, and Tiger Woods. I guess now you understand where all this is coming from, and trying to be ahead of the market and trying to research and see what's trendy. So, but don't you ever follow the trends though. That's one. That's one expensive practice. Following the trends is one expensive practice. But if you got the bag, you can follow the trends. That's why I'm telling you, athleisure goods for every budget. So you want something as fresh as, and you don't want to wait. You have the bag. I have sources. I can get that for you. But all my stuff, good stuff. It's hard to separate. So it's hard to separate after like the first wear. It's hard to separate what's new and what's thrifted and whatever. It's just good stuff, retro stuff. Yeah.
I wanted to ask something about, like, okay, there's an experience that, whenever people interact with you or with your socials and want to buy, how's the customer experience like? What's like the time between which someone orders and receives the good, and in general the customer experience, whenever someone interacts with your brand?
Yeah, my brand, like you said, how we met, lockdown, those backyard parties and whatever. I always had a something fresh, or like a fresh pair of sneakers, t-shirts, and that has been me. So, and for businesses, something I learned about businesses, same thing that applied here. When you're starting an idea, it's normally family and friends. Yeah. If I won't lie to you, I have a very supportive cast of friends. Like, I call it a cast because, like, I think for me, everything I'm doing is like a studio. I think I'm performing. It's not like I'm just putting pieces out there. I'm careful about the pieces I put there. So I'm feeding all those things to my friends and my alumni and my hobbies from the earlier schools. So if you go to my socials, Twitter and Instagram, I'm just really trying to grow that after putting up a studio, because for me this is a studio anyway. So, but most of my support is from my friends. Like, I have the best friends out there, and most of my other new customers is either recommendation by a friend. Like, I have, like, most of my business thrives 60% on recommendation. So you see, I'm not yet active on social media and whatever, like a lot, but I'm trying to get there. I want to get there and move it beyond there. I think that's when guys like the Maverick podcast pull up. So
Truth be told, I appreciate the setup. Because I've interacted many a times with TAF. I rock some pieces as well. Whenever you see me rocking pieces on my leg day, that's not some of those pieces come from TAF. So I like, I would always interact with the pictures online, and I'm like, man, I need to come check this place out. So luckily, you found me at a very good time. I'm not busy. I just said, let me pass through, come through. Let's run a promo and let's do some, And I love the store. Very unique, very cozy store. I tell you, my guys, man, very, very unique pieces in here. Even from the socials, from what I see at the store. There's a piece I like. There's a bag. The gaming bag. Is it nearby?
Yeah.
Let me just have a look at that gaming bag.
I may just cut right.
No. Get it. Just get it. Don't worry.
Just cut right across the video.
Get it.
Yeah.
Yo, this. Personally, this is one of my favorite pieces.
Hands-free comfort. That's hands-free comfort.
How much for a piece like this?
A piece like this will cost you around 50 to 40 grand, like, depending on how much you're buying. You might just cut 10 grand off for you, but this is a really cool. I think it's one of my favorite pieces right now in TAF. If I was a gamer and I have those on the go PlayStations, event organizers,
it's a really
concert going people. You need to
I like to vlog a lot. I have like a vlogging bag, but I might have to change it up, But I love this is one
right there.
This one is dope. It's one of my favorite right now in the store. So what's as well, I also noticed you take care of the ladies too, man. The ladies are very important.
I like the ladies.
Yeah. There's a few. The ladies have some really unique workout stuff.
Yeah, I like the ladies, and it's and surprisingly, it's the ladies that pushed this more. Like, well, of course, the guys, have been,
the guys are the guys.
It was the ladies, and then they're buying stuff for their husbands, and then they're recommending their husbands to me.
Okay.
Yeah, like the ladies build stuff. Like, my lady friends, like I say, this stuff thing was more of a family and friends thing from the beginning. Like, it's been 60% of my customers, of my base is recommendations, alumni and hobbies and orgies and whatever. So the ladies, I like taking care of the ladies. I like seeing ladies looking good in their workout gear. I like seeing the ladies looking comfortable in their workout gear. I see
some ladies out there, man, you be looking funny. TAF is here to sort you out. Let's hit my boy Steve. I want to I'll link his Twitter, in the bio. But man, some of you ladies out there, man, come through to TAF, man. You look decent as you work out.
Dress for the occasion.
Yeah.
Dress for the occasion. Don't wear no party dress to the beach.
Yeah, that's it. It's a good thing. I like the ladies section. It's really unique. You have a lot of pink, a lot of blue, a lot of
pink. And surprisingly,
yeah.
Ladies lately, I take care of the trends. Like I mind the trends. There is a good number of ladies that don't like
pink workout clothes.
Yeah, the bright colors. Surprisingly,
interesting to know.
It's like by stereotype, would think that ladies are getting into like the masculine thing. I have this thing. I say like most of the cool girls are half boys.
Okay.
Yeah, so the watches, like ladies putting on our watches, the jumpers, they like the baggy shirts. I'll show you some of those as we go on. Yeah, so the ladies come through. Like let me take a view. Let me give you some pieces that are going to make you cool and chic, and pieces that you're going to take straight from the gym and maybe on a free day to your workplace, like things that support the fluidity of changing from the gym to the workplace or whatever it is. Like we're taking care, we're doing this to take care of the busy lifestyle that we're getting into. Like it's more of the like active wear, like you're moving up and down, so you need something to soak up all that sweat and whatever if you're moving. So it's like so the ladies,
okay. Shout out to the ladies out there, man.
To the ladies, thank you for supporting me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for always ordering for my things and those that give the feedback. I like that, and thank you most for the recommendations. Yeah, shout out to the ladies.
Keep you pushing, man.
Yeah, sure.
So like, what do you normally do to keep yourself fit? You're a fitness guy. You're already in the sports thing.
I like fitness. Like just you talking about it, I'm smart. Like I'm smiling. I'm feeling something.
Yeah.
Inside of me, like there's a little boy in me jumping.
Yeah.
Because I know now you get into the things I like. Yeah. So I run.
You run a lot.
I have a schedule. Like run my Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Now I don't run because I got a groin injury, and that was an amateur mistake. So that's why now I keep educating myself more and more about fitness and whatever. Because I also train guys. I just did a workshop on nutrition and program planning from the guys at Beyond Fitness Africa.
That's big.
Like a couple of Australia dudes came in and gave us those lessons. So I want to be able, if like anyone has my number, like my business number, but they see I start my day with the workouts and then we transition into the outfits. So I run, I play football. Now I can't play, I have to rest my groin a bit. So I'm a all-round sports guy. Like I'm like how they used to think Adidas. How they used to think Adidas is all they dream about sports. On that.
Like guys, Steve, man, you're full of a lot of surprises. Like from the Maverick Podcast UG. If you are liking this episode with my guy Steve, just like, share, subscribe. Check out the link tree below. We're at TAF Athleisure in Wandegea. It's a great episode. Support my guy Steve. He's got a great promo out here. He's got 10% and 5% to give away on any spend of 1 million or 500,000. To the latter, 1 million you get a 10%. 500,000 you get a 5%. Courtesy of your boy Maverick UG. We're TAF Athleisure. Let's get back into the episode. We are Maverick. Meeting Steve on the get-go, you always seemed a little bit reserved, quiet, but not until you actually get to interact on another level.
I like that question.
Yeah.
I like
you were always quiet.
Yeah, I'm beaming at that right there, because now you're trying to get into the cluster of people that understand me. I'm reserved.
Yeah.
Like I'm reserved when I meet a group of new people. I'm reserved because I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but I want to first understand everybody.
All right.
I first want to understand everybody. I'm careful because I know if I understand you and like we are homies and we become homies and we ride with each other, whatever. So I'm going to give everything, the friendship, the loyalty, and the advice. Because I give a lot, even in TAF. On my small scale, if you ask any customer, like I give a lot. I give out a lot, and that comes from my mom. Shout out to my mom, beautiful lady, taught me everything about style and hygiene. Like you never find me that broke or stressed or whatever. I never be dusty because of my mom. Like she had, when I was young, she had this thing of where she wanted to keep her rug. Or the mop that cleans the house as clean as her favorite skirt. So I caught on the habit of being a clean guy. Yeah. So the reserved thing. I'm reserved a lot. I'm shy a bit, especially to the people I don't know yet. Yeah. But when we open up, like we're talking now, I know you right now. Yeah. I'm going like 99% 99% angel, but don't mess with that 1%. I'm telling you.
So I wanted to know what advice would you give anybody that's trying to get into fitness, trying to get into the business of clothes for comfort, something similar to you, or someone who has the enthusiasm like you have for sport, looking good while playing sport. Any tips you can share?
Number one, start.
Okay.
Start.
Gotta start.
Just start. Just start. That's all I can say. Like just start, and then be teachable.
Okay.
Make a lot of research. Make your phone. What is it called? Like the algorithm or something. Make it feed you the things that you want to learn about. Yeah. So if I get that, if I let you into my phone right now, sports, workouts, kids, those are the apps that I get. But start, be teachable. Social media is here. It's not more like the times back then. Like I told you, I used to sit. I learned most of the things I know right now because of sitting on DW and CNN waiting for that 15 minutes segment. You talked about great world of sport, but now you can go ahead, like sitting around with the older guys, and I'm telling them the things that happened in the 80s, bro. I didn't know even I was non-existent, but I'm telling, like I'm comfortably telling the old heads, the 1986 World Cup final, bro. I'm 5 years old. 5 years old. 10, 6, 12 years old, telling guys things that existed when they were around, but they never consumed that information. So start, be teachable, research, use your social media to learn about the things you want to learn about, and then you should love telling the story of what you're doing, like I'm doing. Yeah. So if I'd done that, and those that want to enter into the business, like I want to mentor someone into this. Okay. I want to mentor someone. If there is especially the young ones, even the older ones, if there is anybody that is interested in the business of athleisure, of the sportswear business, and they're interested,
you have the blueprint.
I wouldn't say that, but I like sharing information, because with sharing information, you get to learn more about the things you didn't know about. That's so true. I invest time, I invest money. I'm not going to say a lot of money, because in Uganda, when someone hears about money, they think you're talking about the bag. I'm doing all these courses, I'm doing all these things, whatever I can afford. I want to get the best education about what I'm doing, about that particular subject. So invest in that, because now I'm into fitness. I'm into sports, so sports seminars and wherever I'm going, you're learning, you're seeing the trends, you're going to the gyms, you're seeing people, how people are dressed in your head. You have a way you think they should be dressed. Yeah, the right way. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of fashion mistakes, but I'm not the person that I don't like to judge.
Okay.
I don't like to. I like to teach. Like if I can, like I
where
like
you
to
can,
consume knowledge and pass knowledge on.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody that is interested and they want to work with me, I have the sources. Like it took me years to know all around the thrift. The thrift, like it's no secret. Like it's no secret. People know the downtown trends and everywhere, but how to get the pieces that stand out in real time when you need them, and how you connect all those people. Now, my phone is inside and it can't ring, but I'm sure there are messages like people showing me stuff like I'm only buying the best stuff, like I'm only collecting dead stock, like I'm piling up.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, I have a store at the back. I'm piling up the best pieces I have for my customers, and I'm dropping them. So I keep dropping. I keep planning, but start.
That's dope.
Start.
That's
If
dope.
I started the moment I thought about this, like I don't want to say I'm regretting, because yesterday will never be better than today. However much you had or did yesterday, today is the greatest day of your life.
Yeah.
I'm not regretting or whatever, but just for the influencers and everything. If I'd started the time
a lot earlier.
Yeah, if I started a lot earlier,
Wise words, man.
Yeah, I think I would be really
Wise
far,
words.
but no, but
Promo time. Spoke with my man Steve here. Quickly, anybody that likes, shares, subscribes to the Maverick Podcast UG at Harry Eliakim on YouTube, come here, spend 500,000. We'll give you 5% on the house. Spend $1 million, we'll give you 10% on the house.
facts.
It's a real promo from my guy Steve at TAF Athleisure. Where can people find you, Steve? On the interwebs, on Twitter, wherever you are. Where can people find you?
Instagram, TAF Athleisure. Yeah, it's the first thing when you type TAF Athleisure. It's the first that will come up.
Alright.
And I have Twitter. For my old Twitter, like I told you, I wasn't so much active on the socials. Like I'm just the art is Steve Ovo 11, but of course you'll see the TAF Athleisure popping up too. Then my numbers, my WhatsApp numbers, or 0777156. That's MTN. That's the one that's the WhatsApp business number. You could alternatively call me on the Airtel 070296299. Yeah, and but Snapchat? No.
Snapchat not yet?
No,
Okay.
yeah, I'm on
TikTok
Snapchat.
not yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, man, get on TikTok.
Yeah.
Post all your things there, man. You get major traction. Trust me on that
For
one.
real?
Yeah. Even just posting my consulting business on TikTok, man, it's got me some bit of mileage.
Okay.
It's good. Let me tell you, it's an underrated platform. I know what you're thinking. There's a lot of perceptions, but I think TikTok is good, especially for you who is in the sports, the selling business. I see a lot of sellers on TikTok that are selling like wholesale, bulk selling, just phones, clothes, services. It's a great platform for people like you. I believe you can make the most of it.
Definitely.
Dependent on how.
Yeah, definitely going to check out. Like I told you, I've just been setting up this thing is just like 2 weeks, 3 weeks fresh.
Yeah.
You're the first guy, like you're the one media guy that came and popped up here and did this thing with me. Like I appreciate you
The
for
first
checking
guy.
me. Yeah.
You need to have. I was also thinking, somewhere in the store, you need to have like a wall of fame, for your guys. They get a marker,
Right.
The guys sign on.
Yeah, good
We love you,
advice.
TAF
I like
Athleisure.
Like I told you.
Sign it. Maybe we
right
support
there.
you. We write your name. Pop.
Like
That would be good to keep track of who your people are.
You're going to be the first one to do it, bro. It's so wide.
They have a marker.
I have a marker, sure.
That's just dope.
Yeah. Like
yeah, you have one.
But I'm ready for it. Like I told you, I like consuming information. Like I like learning. That's the one thing I talk about. Like I learned about school. Like school gets you in the school expands your capacity to learn. Like that's what I learned. Like two things I say. Like school expanded my capacity to learn, and then like I've practiced in my field, but then it's one other one. I say like I went to school to get customers. Yeah.
Same man, you could say the same thing. Yeah, okay. I just wanted us to have a little bit more of a fun segment.
Okay.
Just me and you just talk about a few things that make Steve enough of like the whole seriousness. I just wanted us to feel a bit more free. I want people to get to know, you know, who Steve is, you know, inside, because someone is going to be there and be like, no, Steve is still locked in. What's your most embarrassing sports moment? What's one of those sports moments you feel like?
Chivoli Secondary School.
Yeah.
Big sports school.
Yeah.
Big sports school.
Big on basketball.
Big on basketball by the time I was leaving. In my day, like big on soccer.
Talk to me.
We used to have like these inter-sports competitions. Big. That's anyone that went to Chibuli in the mid 2000s and beyond.
Yeah.
So big. My team, like Aga Khan, like I'm from Aga Khan house. Like shout out everyone from Aga Khan house. Chibuli SSL.
See you.
So, you know me, I've always had the steez, like the nice boots, the nice shirt and the shorts and whatever. So I'm smart. Like I used to have a term for it, like Oyaka. So just yeah.
I remember that sports stuff where you're saying like you always showed out when you were coming through for those.
I showed up clean, like I always showed up clean, like I had a maid at the in the dome. In the dome, I had a maid in the dome. So my team, I don't remember. There used to be Kakungulu, Luangula, and whatever. So it must have been an Africa.
Yeah.
I'm looking at good. I'm band on, like I'm the captain. 5-0, bro.
You lost 5-0.
5-0. And
man,
5-0, bro.
I tell you, I feel your pain. Eh?
5-0.
Yeah.
That's one. And you wouldn't want to lose 5-0 in that school. I lost like 5-0 and 6-0 until I started getting used to the pain of losing.
Yeah.
But in sports, you know, if you really down sports, you know, a loss can make you not eat food.
Yeah,
like for real, like sports. But when we grow up and get other responsibilities, like that becomes minor. So the other one was like in primary school, like a school in Chisasi, Kampala Academy. So we had this pitch, but the pitch had a volleyball, a netball post in the middle somewhere, so you had to avoid it. Had this girl, everyone knows the story, like everyone that went to Kampala Academy in my year knows it. I had this girl, you know, like me. Remember that thing back then when we were kids, like how like it was almost like automatic class monitor, and the class monitor is like I think
the thing,
you know, so like she wasn't class monitor, I wasn't class monitor, but you know, me and her, like I always had a crush on her. I'm not going to say her name because I still talk to her and she's still there, but she knows because I tell her every day, and a few of my close friends know it. And I tell her, bro, there's a post in the middle of the
of the pitch,
you know, things were for improvising. You know, like, that's one thing I always want to talk about. Ugandan sports are not taking care of the young ones, so post in the middle of the playing area. I won't call it a pitch, playing area. The playing area is right here. Girls' dormitory is right just above there. So she's there, she's crossing from their dormitory going, like, was it like their showers or something was away from the dormitories, like you got to get out. I'm looking, we're playing, then girl of my dreams, I'm seeing her, I'm not paying attention. So you know where this is going. You know where this is going. So I'm not paying attention to what's in front of me or beside of me. I'm looking at her and my eyes are like this.
Yeah.
Bang! Hit my head on the post.
God.
I hit my head on the post, and you know, it's always there's always that one person in school or even right now in the adult life that maybe they know you have a crush on someone, or you and have a thing. When they see you around, their eyes are going to turn on you, like they're going to pen in like a camera on you. So that guy, like my boy, I told you about my boy Pasco. Still looking for him. Pasco, wherever you are, I'm still looking for you, bro. So Pascal knows about the story. So
Yeah.
I think in the same in the same scenario, I'm looking at her, he's looking at her, he's looking at me. He knows what's going on. Bang my head on the post.
Did she see?
I don't think she saw because it's a bit far. Like
Ah.
it's a bit far, but like Pascal.
Oh, man.
Pascal realized that I hit my head on the post looking at the girl. Just bursts into laughter and is laughing at me like the whole thing. Then I have like a small, thing on my forehead, like sweating or whatever. So that's one of my embarrassing sports moments. Then fun moments is 2006 Chibuli. We were watching the World Cup final. I'm a French fan. Germany 2006, France, Italy final. I go to the art room and I paint my face with the French colors, and then France loses. You know how hard that paint feels in the face?
The paint feels like cracking.
All the kids, secondary school, like you had to be sometimes. It's not good.
Ah, man, Steve, you've lived the life.
Bruh, I've lived the life. I have a lot of stories to tell. I'm telling you, it's by Soul Sports. It's all here, so it brought me here. Yeah, so that's one of my. Some I couldn't remember, but the ones that live on with me, those like are the top 3 for me.
Feel you, man. Yeah. Before we go, man, any questions for the Maverick UG? Anything you want to know from my end?
Of course.
Yeah, shoot. We have some time.
Yeah, of course. So, how did you come up with this thing, bro? Like, is it you have a background in that? Like, is it something from growing up?
Everybody asks me why I came up with Maverick and Maverick UG. Okay. With my background in hospitality, I came up with a platform because as you said, learning. I grew my knowledge in sales, business development, consulting, not just in the hospitality space, but also overall business space. I still feel like Uganda is yet to appreciate what consulting is all about. So that's Maverick. Maverick is a consultancy business.
Talk about consulting even at the hospitals. It's still something new. Like
it is. Said it right. So it's a baby. And right now I use the Maverick podcast and the Maverick UG social platform to connect with like-minded people and just put our message out there and showcase whatever art we have and whatever skill we have to the world.
Sure.
And also to, as well as you said, creating customers, just like I'm opening a customer line for you.
I went to school.
Yeah, so
to get customers.
Yeah, so I'm on social media to get customers as well. So that's what Maverick UG is all about. Our socials are more of an outlet for us to get our message out there, to attract the customers that we want to do the work for. That's Maverick UG, man.
Big time.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you for. I think isn't this the first like sports outfit that you've done?
It's in a sports store. Yes.
Yeah.
I just had a conversation with a friend of mine. One of the episodes before. He's more into rugby.
Yeah.
But he's a PR guy for a rugby team, big rugby team.
I subscribe, but I haven't been watching a lot of screen lately because my schedule opening this up, and then I've been trying to do so many other things.
This is the first episode.
I'll definitely check that out.
This is the first episode in a store, like in a sports store.
Always the first.
It's always the first. Yeah. And I'm glad you're the first, man. It's been good hosting you here, Steve. Thanks for having me as well. Maverick Podcast UG.
Always welcome.
Thanks, my guy.
Always
Just
welcome.
subscribe, shoot. I am going to take this this piece with me.
Sure.
I love it. It has really spoken to me. Like it's the kind of piece I would see myself rocking at like Rost and Rhyme or the Oberfest. Even just to carry my gear,
Men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't lie. Let's get it.
Let's get it
to some numbers.
All right.
Spend some
Give
money.
your guy Steve all the money you have. He's a great guy. He has timeless pieces. We'll definitely take you through all his pieces as much as we can. He's on Twitter. Check him out. TAF Athleisure.
Yeah.
There's something you posted on your status that I took a screenshot of.
Let's look at that.
It was a good saying.
Let's
Loved
look-
it. Let me
Let's look at that.
let me
Let's look at
see.
that.
Where are my screenshots? Where
Was it
are
from
those
the day before?
screenshots? No. It was actually today.
Okay. One of those.
It was a saying. It was a saying that you had. It was a saying you had just here. Activewear prioritizes function over fashion. The rise of both athleisure and high performance activewear speaks to our culture's growing interest in both fitness and comfort.
The way I told you in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're looking for that transition from the office straight to the gym, like I could put on a nice polo that would serve as office and then straight head into the gym with it and would still apply. That's the thing, like you're comfortable. They're like, it's like we're in the tropics.
Yeah.
If you see me most of the time, like I'm wearing shorts because I believe we're in the tropics. We should wear shorts when you should wear shorts. I'm not going to wear them to a wedding. I mean, I have that fashion etiquette and respect for people's events. I'm going to be appropriate. But most of the time, you're going to see me. It's hot out there. I'm not bumping a pair of jeans, but no way.
Hi, man. Shish. Steve has a lot of bombs to drop, man. Steve, we're definitely gonna have a part 2. I'm definitely coming back at some point in the year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This baby is just I like to call it my studio. This my happy space is 2-3 weeks old right now, but I'm sure by the time you come back, you'll be out of choice, bro. Right now, it's still hard for you to make choices with the things I have. Like, that's one thing about me, and it's not arrogance. Like, I'm confident about the things I drop and the things I put out there. But the next time you come back, I'm sure the store is going to be so filled up, and I may not be the one to work on you.
I now have access to you. Don't play me. But guys, the Maverick Podcast UG. It's been my guy Steve, man. TAF Athleisure. Just follow him on the interwebs. The Maverick Podcast UG, man. Steve, thanks for your time. I appreciate. I'm glad we could do this promo together. Like, share, subscribe, and we always sign off and say we are Maverick.
That's how we're gonna end it.
Yeah, we always say we are Maverick. We are Maverick.
Okay.
That's a good one, man.